Once upon a time, in a small village near a dark forest, there lived a poor woodcutter with his two children, Hansel and Gretel. Their mother had passed away, and times were tough, so the family often went hungry. 2. One day their stepmother, who was cruel and selfish, convinced the woodcutter that the only way to survive was to leave the children in the forest, where they could no longer be a burden. Although the woodcutter was heartbroken, he eventually agreed, and one night, they took Hansel and Gretel deep into the forest. However, Hansel, being clever, had overheard their plan. He gathered small, shiny stones and dropped them along the path as they walked. When the woodcutter and stepmother left them alone, Hansel and Gretel followed the stones back to their home safely. The stepmother was furious when she saw them return. She took them back into the forest again, and this time, Hansel had no stones. Desperate, he dropped breadcrumbs along the way, hoping to find his way back. But to their dismay, birds in the forest had eaten all the crumbs, leaving the children lost. Tired and hungry, Hansel and Gretel wandered until they came across a small house made entirely of gingerbread, candy, and chocolate. Excited, they began nibbling on the sweets, when suddenly, an old woman came out. She invited them inside, offering them more food and a cozy bed. But little did they know, the woman was a wicked witch who lured children to her house to eat them. The witch locked Hansel in a cage and forced Gretel to work in the kitchen. She planned to fatten Hansel up and eat him. Days passed and Gretel grew worried, but she was brave and smart. One day, as the witch prepared her oven, she asked Gretel to check if it was hot enough. Pretending not to understand, Gretel asked the witch to show her how. When the witch leaned into the oven, Gretel pushed her in and slammed the door shut, defeating her. Gretel quickly freed Hansel, and they found jewels hidden in the witch's house. They gathered them and made their way back home. Their father, who deeply regretted leaving them, was overjoyed to see them and promised never to let anyone harm them again. As for the jewels, they ensured the family would never be hungry or poor again. Moral of the story: this tale teaches us to be brave and clever in difficult situations. Hansel and Gretel showed courage, intelligence, and teamwork, proving that kindness and determination can help us overcome even the darkest challenges.